Alright, everyone roll a d20. Well, Amy, what happened last time?
Last time!
No one's gonna get that!
That's really funny.
I'm really funny.
Also, these nerds got some adamantite. Yeah, that happened.
True.
Oh.
Dune was also a
I'm
shipper.
sweating Gerkin for 12 hours to study and relax.
No! No!
Gerkin needs a month off. Anyway.
Oh, it's nice to be here again.
Thank you. I've yet to do any upgrades or anything yet because, that costs some money. I don't have a lot of that yet, except for the money she gave. Let's see. What rooms are open? No one else has come, so all the old rooms are open still.
Oh, lovely.
Good.
It is lovely to see you again.
Oh, thank you. Where are your friends? When are they going to be here?
They are soonish.
Within a couple hours.
They are mining?
Smelting.
Smelting. Yes, smelting.
I didn't know there was a forge out here.
Oh, yes, there
There
is.
seems to be
What?
like a cave, and then you go into a room, and then you go through a mirror, and you're in a forge area.
Ooh.
So
That's
we're theoretically we've been asked by theoretical.
Which one?
Carly.
Oh, yeah, she's very nice.
She
I'd
asked
like
us
to
to
play
get a
pranks
stone,
on her.
and that stone was in the forge. So we're gonna take the stone and bring it back to her. Hopefully, get her up and running to do some fun things.
That does sound fun indeed. But a mirror? Well, that sounds like fun. What kind of mirror? Because you said
A
you went
light
through
one.
it. A light. Oh, one of those. Those are fun. Well, if you want to go here. Just bow.
Fair enough.
I had an entire conversation.
If that worked, it worked. That must be a more advanced
It did.
one.
Eric, where is she now?
Probably getting drunk. Oh, I'm in the way. That's
Sorry?
the wrong. That's my room. Flicks as where his door closes.
Hello. Did we ever get her name?
Oh man, I'm not seeing anything.
Do you want me to check the archives?
Yeah.
Old.
Ellie.
Check the archive.
I'm getting to the archives. The archives are tens.
Oh, nice. Was there a name? Or was there no name?
No.
Yeah, I thought not.
However, she was paid to do work for Dune in the future.
Mm-hmm. Yes,
So keep that in
cobbler.
mind.
Cobbling shoes thing. Mm.
Anyway, archives fades away.
Did I seriously just simp and neglect to ask her name? Did I
Yes, you
really?
did. Yes, you did.
Yeah, you never asked for her name. But you sure did flirt with her and pay her money to do something for you in the future without knowing her name.
Mhm.
Congrats!
Yeah, that seems pretty apt.
On the nose.
This seems on brand for a whole group,
Dude is
I'm
going
gonna
to
be
turn
honest.
around, wander out. Eric,
Yes.
my memory is failing and I don't want to embarrass myself further. What was her name?
Oh, I can't tell you that. That's a confidentiality, Don't want to be rude.
Dude gives Eric the look of, please, I am going to die.
That would be rude. That would go against the confidentiality agreement. You see, it's right here on the sign where you waves his hand. Fucking a mage hand goes out the door, comes back in the door, holds the sign. See, it says right here. Confidentiality.
That's true. We should have seen that when we came in.
It goes right back out the door and puts it back.
Oleander does not put together the fact that we literally couldn't because we walk in at the tent and immediately come through the door.
You didn't close the door on that, so I could hear you. You never did ask. It's Sarina.
Serena. that's a lovely name. Absolutely beautiful. It suits you.
I've been making do, with what is here and everything. Everyone else die or something?
No, they're well alive. Everything. A few of the others are in the hall, and the rest of them are smelting materials right now. They found the forge.
She just raises an eyebrow. She's like, in the hole. Is that supposed to be some kind of innuendo or something?
No, I mean in the hall, as in out there.
Oh, hole, not hole. Oh, I heard hole, and I was just thinking, was that some sort of sexual innuendo? I mean, there are people that do that sort of thing. I think it's called a sex pit or something.
Listen, there are plenty of holes I talk about, but this is not one of them. It's just good to see you again. We got delayed a little bit, but
I could tell it's been... Actually, I don't know how long it's been. I have a horrible sense of time.
It's been about a little bit over a week. Anyway, it'll be good to get back home. Well, to the safe zone at least.
Hey, that would be very nice, not having to worry about anything possibly attacking or any of that. Eric's a great man and everything, but still makes you a bit anxious in this place.
I should see about getting a home somewhere, just in case I get stuck here permanently.
I mean, I doubt we'll be stuck here permanently. You lot said you were going out to find the way to set us all free, and I figure you probably found something, yes?
We have a few ideas, but nothing concrete yet. We are making progress. We did eliminate one of those towers.
Why'd you go into one of those things? Those are creepy.
Well, according to what we know, those towers are what is holding up this place.
You got to go break all those towers. Great. Screw that.
My friends and I will do our best. They're rather strong, you see.
I couldn't really tell. I mean, the grandma probably was a bit strong. I mean, she had some muscle to her. The birdman, I mean, he's nothing more than skin and bones.
That birdman has a special tool that makes a loud bang and makes things die, so...
He carries around a cannon?
A cannon that you can carry in your hand.
That's bullshit. If something like that existed, then that would require too much magic.
No, he doesn't use magic at all. Apparently, he uses some special powder. That's absolutely wild that it even works. And then the old man, Gerkin, I underestimated the fellow. He took off his cloak to reveal a completely metal body.
A metal body? I mean, he was wearing, some crazy armor at that one time that you all were here.
Yes. He called it getting serious.
Getting serious.
Yes, that man can get serious, apparently.
Hello!
And then there's Vir, an absolute deadeye with a bow.
Oh. Well, I figured as much. I mean, I doubt that's just for ornamentation.
Hello, Vir.
I do like some ornamentation, but this one, no.
I was just talking to Serena about how strong everyone is.
Well, I can't lift very much.
But yes, like I said, you're like a string bean.
Well,
I don't think I'm a string bean.
Oleander, you should...
I'm fairly certain that I'm a humanoid, at least.
Oleander, you should totally show Serena your Lily of the Valley.
Oh, okay.
He takes out the Lily of the Valley.
That's not a lily of the valley. That's some weird meta thing, not a flower.
It's what you
Oh,
call it.
see, it's simply named after it. If you look here, I have carved it into a pattern that looks like it.
But okay, what the heck is this? She said it's a portable cannon, so where's the magic stuff?
Oh, Ascension. Oh no, it's not magic at all.
I'm
I'm not a magic person, really.
How the hell does he make this fire then?
Well, there's a trigger, and here, one. Mr. Benedict? Hello. Do you happen to have a sort of testing dummy that I could demonstrate an attack on?
Testing dummy.
He'll be just one moment.
So, Via, did you and Oleander have a good conversation?
Simp.
Veer would. I'm pretty sure my passive insight is more than enough here.
I'll leave that up to y'all.
Oh, I'm pretty sure it's quite obvious to everyone but Dune that she's shipping.
And Oleander, don't forget that.
I don't know what you're trying to get at. But Oleander and I are just, at the moment, colleagues, and I don't need you forcing us into any sort of unnecessary situation. We had a lovely conversation. We were talking about languages, for the most part.
Oh.
And I was asking him about whenever he comes from.
Okay, we have a little thing set up.
Let's close the door on you. I'm so sorry. There's a thing! Does that mean I'm supposed to get up or something? Right.
Yes. Come out into the hall, Serena. Dude holds the door open for... after you.
Thank you. Let's see. What are we looking at here? Why is there a suit of armor?
Well, I need a testing done.
Should I stand back more? I mean, let's...
That would be good.
Okay,
All right. Here, so you can get a better look, I'll step a bit forward. So you can stand in the room at least.
Okay, and just to make sure that this is all good, just gonna do that real quick.
So you don't miss fire!
Yep, so I don't miss. And... yeah, I don't think I missed.
You got your grip back!
Roll that damage.
I got my grit back. Hey.
Roll the damage real quick, just to see,
Max damage!
yeah, that armor falls apart.
See? Just like that.
What?
Think of it like a tiny cannon.
What?
Like a tiny cannon.
What?
Like a tiny cannon.
What? I can't hear you! It's ringing in my ears!
Oh, right. I'll just wait for that to... Maybe I should have made it stand back a little bit. That was a little different of a sight.
I'm fine, but then again, I prepared myself. Alright, what the hell? Why is that ringing so much? What?
It's loud.
Very much so. How do you not go deaf from that?
My mask has some padding.
That makes sense. Oh, that is... oh, it reminds me of back home.
See? What did I tell you? A miniature cannon.
I'd say it destroyed that bloody set of armor. Yes, unfortunate, but whatever. He grabs it, throws it out the window.
Oh my god.
I love this, man.
Mr. Oleander.
Yes?
What kind of food did you want me to bring up to your room this time? Anything special?
Oh, you know what? I'll leave it up to you.
Ooh.
I'm sure you have a better understanding of all the ingredients and things that you have than I do.
Chef's choice! All right, I can't see you saluting. Whatever! You've got this. And they are probably excited. I can't tell.
Oh, lovely.
That's the thing with invisible servants. They're invisible.
That's true.
Alright, I'm just gonna go back to drinking my ale and everything then. Oh, yes, that definitely is like a cannon. Not as loud, I'd say, but definitely a thing. So I still don't understand how that doesn't use magic.
Well, it's the same concept as a cannon, just a bit different. It's the exact same, except when it isn't.
You know what? Most people probably say that doesn't make a lick of sense. But being who I am and who my parents were, yeah, that makes a bloody lot of sense.
Oh, good.
Lovely.
When do you think the lot of your other friends are gonna come? What are your plans after this? You going straight back to the center? Or
Yes, probably.
it'd be nice if I could, I don't know, tag along with that because,
But of
I-
course, of course.
Yes,
Did I not promise you that we would take you back?
you did, but I mean, it's been a
Serena,
week
We
or
can
so.
still take you back. Don't worry.
Serena. Dune comes over and takes her hand. I am a woman of my word.
Oleander leans over to Vir.
Are they doing that thing again?
They would nod.
Oh, okay.
God damn it.
She just, in the hand that you grabbed, there's nothing. In the other hand, she had a mug of ale, and she just kind of long drink. Just, I'll trust you on that one.
Of course.
That would be a funny time for that at the front door.
Oh, give me a second. I gotta do the classic.
Why
You
is
also
it
gotta
all
take someone out of a bag.
true?
Yeah, I would have done that the second I got out of the dungeon, so you can be behind me, man.
Oh, hello there. Welcome back. She said that. Well, they said that you didn't die.
Seems that you actually found us. Good, good.
Yes, it took a while and a lot of magic.
She kind of rubs the back of her head. I think we were out of sync for a little bit, so it's understandable.
Oh, you were? I couldn't even scry on you.
Interesting. Okay. Are the others here?
Oh, yes, I think they're still in the dining hall.
All right.
Let's see. Is he also staying with you all?
Are you?
I mean, I'll stick around, travel with y'all for a bit, and it's safer in numbers than alone.
I suppose that would be a yes then.
Ah, very good. One moment. Miss Vir, are you
Yeah?
paying for the redhead boy as well?
Yes.
Oh, very good, very good. I'll make a note of it. Thank you. Oh, and
You're welcome.
your one of Vixen of a friend is here.
Grandpa? Your makes a face of just kind of. If there was one word, it would be gross. Yeah, it's very much. Ooh.
But Dune is over there.
He's talking about Aishah.
Grandma,
But-
what?
She's not a fox.
Um,
That shit just
That
a break.
Aishah is attractive.
All right, so.
Oh!
All right, so Miss Vir said that she'll take care of the payment for today. So you're all set up. Rooms are still open the same as last time, and
that's very
I'd like
nice
to
of her.
point out at this moment, I think Aishah has all of Vir's money since Aishah has her bag of holding.
yeah, and Dunes too. if
I was
remember
on my way to return that, as it happens. I want to ask where Gerkin is. Is Gerkin coming out?
right. He was a little behind y'all, if I remember right.
Yeah, I don't
They
think he was
didn't
that far
wait
up. I
for
think I
me.
waited for him.
Oh shit!
I wanted to make sure he didn't die.
Here
I
he
didn't
is.
know if the thing was gonna collapse.
I don't have health bar.
Ah, why
God.
don't? There's the old man. Yeah, I know. It's honestly a lot better in here. It definitely feels so much better.
Well, now that you two aren't roasting alive,
Oh, right. Here's your water skin back, ma'am.
thank you.
It's completely empty. I'm sorry about that. I needed it.
Don't apologize. That's why I gave it to you.
Well, I think I am going to, honestly, thanks, Eric. Pass the fuck out.
Just kind of squeezes by the unseen servant and comes over to Vir'Thyra. Holds out the bag of holding.
Thank you.
God.
And then she's
Like,
just
how
gonna
much
lean
do I
up
owe
against
you,
the
Eric?
wall like a fucking cool guy. Cool guy pose.
Let's see. So there's him, her, you, him, and her. So that's
We have six in Theodore.
people. Yes. 5 gold.
Or 6 total. I can count.
Yeah, I'll take the coins and just toss them into his little pouch. Alright, anything else that you all need? Oh, right, I
I'm,
should have made another.
I'm gonna head up to my
order.
room. I need a need a little.
Oh.
Yay.
Beth, I knew I forgot something. You know what? Maybe next time I'll get more than just the one in my room. But just this way, you can use this one.
Thank you, Eric.
Yep. It's right in there. Yeah, grabbing him.
Put Vir in the tub. Put Vir in the tub. And just like unceremoniously, no matter what fucking Dune is in the middle of conversing on, she's just gonna
You just
plop
walk
the bag
in,
of holding down on the table.
You see Dune holding Serena's hand.
Here, take this. It might help. You look like you need it.
Oh, thank you. Oh, yes. My bag. Wait, what does she mean by that?
I'm gonna go up to my room.
I don't know.
I mean,
I'm still trying to figure out what a fox has to do with attractiveness.
I don't bloody know. Weird common stuff.
So there's no link? It's just... Okay.
I don't know if there's anything to link. It might
It's just
be...
like 2 and 2 and 2.
it might just be a turn of phrase, like calling someone a foxy lady.
Shrug.
That. Hmm. Oh, this is so confusing.
For example, if you want an example of a foxy lady, it looks over to Serena. Gives her one.
I don't understand what you want me to say. I don't know any foxy ladies at the moment. Wouldn't really call my mother foxy. That's just weird.
Darling, I'm talking about you.
Kill me.
So it's another word for attractive.
Realizes she's been holding her hand for far too long. Sorry. Dude just kind of blushes a little bit.
Are you taking notes?
Oh, well, I'm learning flirting customs.
Dude just goes a shade redder. Oleander.
What? Is that not what you were doing?
Finishes her drink, stands up, and she's gonna go to her room.
Wait,
Mission fucking failed.
I'm
Ole-
going to-
Oleander tilts his head.
I'm going to go to my room as well.
Poor bird boy.
He's just there tilting his fucking head like, huh? What?
Oh, hello.
They offer you a cup of water.
Takes it.
Well, if no one else is going to...
It closes the blinds.
Oh, thank you.
Even though that has no point at all. It just has rules that it has to follow for that.
Oleander enjoys drink alone.
Dune goes up to her room and promptly dies of embarrassment.
I don't know if I really want to roleplay this because I have a hard time keeping my composure around Eric because he makes me laugh so much. So it's hard for me to play Aishah.
I'm so fun, aren't I?
You are, but she doesn't crack smiles.
Oh, we'll wear her down one of these days.
I don't know. I was just gonna say she probably would like invite him to tea in the morning or something and talk because she finds him interesting because he's old and he knows things.
Very fair.
Just like she finds Gerkin interesting because he's old and he knows things.
Very fair. He definitely would accept tea in the morning.
Nice. Yo, can I roll a charisma check for friendship with Eric?
Sure.
Yo,
Can I friendship the Benedict?
Sure.
Eric, bond up.
Oh yes, it's like oh,
you're gonna romance me? Oh, wonderful,
Roll
wonderful.
Eric charisma.
He's so fun.
Who charisma's who better?
Oh god, you.
Which one of them's got the moves? Who's got the Ritz?
Oh god, who's got the Riz? Do you want to see
Not
his
Dune,
Riz?
apparently.
Not the
Dune,
Riz,
apparently.
the Ritz.
Do you want to see his Ritz? It's exactly
I
the
wanna see
same
his
as
Ritz.
hers.
Oh, they're equally bad. Yo.
Yo,
Handshake.
That's like in the morning, tea. would offer to play chess with Aishah. If she doesn't, he
Or
would
some
play.
chess?
Nice. He very much enjoys chess. It's a very intellectuals game.
She's a me character. Of course she likes chess.
Moved the meter from neutral to friendly.
Yeah. I'm good with that. I like that.
Hell yeah.
Now I can feel more comfortable talking to him and not feel like I'm invading his space.
Oh, you can't invade my space unless you have a knife.
I would call that a little bit more than invasion. I would call that evisceration.
You have a point.
I don't. That would be someone else in our party. Sorry, am I channeling Oleander too much?
Oh no, this is hilarious. I'm having a great time.
But I can never tell if anyone can tell that I'm being intentionally dense.
Oh, don't worry, I do that a lot.
It's a good way to tell how people act.
Right. It also helps whenever people think you're crazy. Though I am a little crazy. I mean, all wizards are.
Comes with the territory, I think.
That's what I think too. I swear one of these days I'll learn. They sent you into the tower. Did you find any new spell books or anything?
Now that you mention it, I didn't actually take much of a look around.
Cracker baskets.
Had a bit of a, how do I put this? This party is not formed out of any sort of good dynamic, more out of necessity, so people are very, very on edge all the time.
Makes sense. I mean, then again, what sort of party of misfit adventurers ever really is made? Well, normally?
Well, it won't be a party of adventurers for very long if that one keeps trying to shoot the other's head off.
Oh, why is he trying to shoot people?
Something about her, You know what? You seem like a safe person to tell this to. Dune is dabbling in corruption a little bit too much.
It's not safe.
No, it's not, and none of us like the fact that she's doing it. It has begun speaking to her. I don't know if you've ever heard of this happening to anyone before.
He sits there, he thinks, kind of stroking his chin, realizing, oh yeah, I don't have a beard or a goatee anymore. I can't say that I ever have heard of that, and I've been here for a while. Nope, no one's ever talked about hearing any voices or whatnot of corruption or anything like that. Maybe the best I could say is that there was a guy that said there was a one of those corrupt creatures that was able to imitate a voice. But everyone could hear that, not just one person.
It seems to be manifesting as a child to her.
That's creepy!
Yes. Furthermore, the fact that this child entity doesn't seem to want to share every bit of information that it can and is keeping things under lock. White lies, the like.
It's not a god, is it?
I certainly hope not. She's exhibiting warlock-like tendencies, but I don't think it's a god.
Wait, that makes no sense then.
That's what I was thinking.
I mean, gods have to speak in riddles or send you a premonition, from what I've been told from other clerical people, and people that make deals with, like, fiends or devils. Well, that's pretty
She's been using
straightforward.
its power to manifest a corruptive mask of sorts. It seems to be heightening her abilities, but it causes her emotions to get completely out of control.
She should really learn to meditate then.
Believe me, I've tried teaching her. Aishah just like drops the emotive mask for a second and just looks utterly frustrated.
I listen.
Well, the best we can do is just hope that somebody can keep her grounded to where she doesn't do anything too stupid.
Well, we're going to be keeping an eye on her. If she gets out of hand, we have our means to keep her at bay.
That is very good then.
She's aware of the risks. I believe she wants to keep trying to talk to it. despite the clear dangers involved with that.
If it's being mysterious and whatnot, I feel like you're at least not dealing with a fiend or a devil. They typically, let's see if I remember this right. Let's see if he does remember this right.
Go intelligence check, let's go.
If I remember correctly, the fiends are chaos and just want blood, death, destruction, and devils are contractually obligated to tell you everything. That's how
It's
they get you.
definitely not that. What, they start telling you things that you don't want to hear?
Oh, no. If I remember correctly, from the books and studying people with the devils as their patrons, they write contracts. Not metaphorical, no. Literal contracts. You get to keep a copy. All the rules and everything are outlined in front of you, and if you fuck up on any of those things, you can either lose your powers, lose your soul, lose your firstborn child.
That sounds positively dreadful.
No.
Like a superpower version of those accosted elves.
Couldn't tell you. Don't have many interactions with elves except from in here.
I'm not one to speak out on such matters, but I would say avoid it if you can.
Very fair. I'll trust you on
Not
that
to
one.
each their own. I'm also not one who has such a wealth of information available to me, so I find this very enlightening.
No, when you have certain spells, you're able to live for a long time. That's why I'm sad I don't have my spellbook anymore. I've forgotten how to do a specific spell that would help with that.
Spell for living for a long time?
Oh yes, if you make a clone of yourself, you can do certain things that people would frown upon and give yourself a younger body. It also allows you to be a little bit more reckless.
It would be nice if we could figure out what the origin of this being is. He goes by the Renewer.
Have
It
I
sounds
ever-
very, well, at least to me, fledgling god is what it sounds like. But again, I'm not a priest nor a wizard, nor do I have a library at my hands, so
My library is very limited right now, and based on what I can remember, I don't recall any gods called the Renewer. Sounds more like a title a cult would give someone.
yeah, I suppose it does.
Then again, what religion isn't a cult, technically?
None of them aren't a cult.
Exactly.
Right, well, if on my journeys I find any texts, spellbooks, the like, I'll make sure to return them to you. See if you can make use of them.
That'd be very nice. I could copy some of
What
those
happened
spells.
to your spellbook, by the way?
Oh, that's a fun story. Before I got the tent all set up and everything, I had to fight with some of those dreadful prowlers, and, well, one sort of took a chunk out of my side where my book was held, and it fell, and I teleported away, and I never could find it. I don't know if they ate it, or if maybe it was destroyed. So I just made a new one. But I couldn't remember every spell from memory. Unfortunately, as you get older, as you know, not always the best.
I'm unfortunately quite familiar, yes. She just kind of stretches a little bit.
At least I didn't lose my magical items I've made. They're great for cooking and frying people.
Well, I think on top of libraries, I'll keep a lookout for your spellbook.
Ooh.
Clone spell sounds intriguing.
Oh, it is. It's extremely expensive, too. It can sometimes run up to around 5,000 gold to even get it ready and prepared.
That makes a lot of sense.
It's a very high level.
I remember magic of that sort was very highly sought after.
Oh, yes.
Especially by the prideful and the, well, as you put it, slightly crazy.
And the clergy do not typically like people like that who know it. There was a time when they went and were trying to get rid of every wizard that knew the spell so it would be lost to time. That was a fun crusade.
Sorry, the term fun crusade. I find that amusing.
Oh, I got to turn a lot of people into chickens.
You were a part of the crusade?
Oh yes, they came after me.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, it was a... Well, you know, not the best, but...
She's just kind of looking at him.
Yes.
You turned people into chickens.
Yes.
Does that happen to include your dimension-hopping chicken friend?
Oh no, he was a normal chicken. I just gave him intelligence. I bought him from a store. Don't worry, all the other ones I turned
Are
into chickens.
chickens just your signature being, then?
Yes. I mean, Eric Benedict. Ex-Benedict?
Is that really your name?
Yes.
Okay, color me surprised.
I chose my own last name. I didn't have one originally. You know, normally only nobles or depending upon where you're from, you'd have a last name, but I said, fuck that. I'm a wizard. I should get my own.
I agree with that.
And don't
Sort
worry.
of to all those other ones.
Right. And like I was saying, don't worry. The people I turned into chickens got better. It wasn't permanent polymorph, whatever that's called. It was just mass polymorph.
Hmm.
They were tasted horrible anyway. Can you imagine? Holy chicken!
I can imagine it, but I don't think I want to.
Actually, now that I think about it, I feel like that might actually taste good. Ah, crap. I'll have to see if I can't get holy water. Maybe if I drench chicken in it and deep fry or something, maybe it'll taste fine.
Holy water marinade.
I suppose if you're worried about vampires attending your dinner party, that's a good way to deal with them.
No, I'll just... Oh wait, no, that's a biased tale. Garlic doesn't do shite. I'll just lace everything with silver.
Have you heard that there are some regions of the world where people eat silver and gold
Think
as a
that...
delicacy?
That sounds intriguing. I've never heard of this before. I thought that was just a Warforged thing or a Golem thing.
No, people with digestive tracts would do it. Something akin to a... Oh, how did they call it? A party favor? Mixing flakes of gold in with sparkling wine. Edible silver wrapping. That sort of thing. People so rich that they literally ate money. Just to prove it.
That sounds pompous.
Remember when I said to avoid elves?
Wait a minute, what time is it? Have some soda. Ooh! I need to go make sure that dinner is on track. I will talk to you later. It is always so much fun, Miss Aishah.
Good luck with dinner, Eric.
Thank you. You have a great evening. Habba-dabba-da! Day passed. Day gone. We're back to the map. So leave.
Hey.
That's
Longer rest.
Longer rest.
the day comes. You all, oh, not all. Theodore and Oleander feel slightly better. Where do y'all want to go? What do you want to do?
We could take a crystal back to town.
I think taking the crystals
think
back
that-
to town, because we also have the blue ones for Jerry.
There's one thing that comes to mind, and that's just we could take the 2 extra days to go this way and see what the fuck the edge of the map is.
I
While we're
think
here.
That
No.
might be a wise decision, actually, once we're out here already.
It's more efficient.
I'm gonna be honest.
We're gonna
I
be
have
coming out
no
to
arm.
the edge of the map. Oh yeah, Gerkin doesn't have an arm.
yeah.
Alright,
And because
Gerkin
I
is
have
very
no arm,
crippled.
I physically cannot cast spells.
We are
It's split
planning
the
on
party.
at some point to go to the volcano. We can also go to the edge of the map.
It's true. I feel like the volcano's gonna fuck us up more, though.
Yeah, but we can also do like a like go to the edge of the map and then kind of loop around to see what's at the volcano, and then just kind of like, and then decide to go to the volcano.
Okay, how do I put this? I have no corruption. I'm pretty healthy. I could go ahead and scout with like one other person and just spend the 2 extra days exploring a little bit more and then come back with the crystal, because we can basically get crystals every time we go back to base, so I'll go alone if I ultimately have to go alone.
My thing is, I just think that the going back recuperating, because I don't think this is going to be the only time that we will be this close to the edge of the map by happenstance.
Sure. Doesn't mean I don't want to go explore and find out what it is anyway.
Yeah.
I'm not saying your logic is bad, I'm saying I want to go see it.
Mhm.
To be fair, I want to go see it too.
Okay, I'm gonna go explore on my own.
I'd go with you, but I feel like I should tell Dune to fuck off.
No, she'd let Dune come with her.
Okay then.
If Dune gets jumped by 5 prowlers, Aishah's leaving. I'm just gonna be honest. If that happens, Aishah's leaving. She's not going to risk her neck to save you, and she will tell you this much if you want to go with her.
If Aishah has to do it, and if she wants to
She's
come,
playing hit and
we'll
run.
see.
She's not going to try and be spotted by anything, so, you know.
Yeah. See, Dune's doing stupid stuff currently. Yeah, sure, Dune would go along. Yeah.
Alright, your funeral if you get jumped. I'm not helping you.
Can and will just spend at least one of my second level spots back casting Lesser Res on Dune.
Yeah.
You're able to reduce the corruption by 1 with your doctor capability.
Get doctored.
Yes. It feels nice and warm whenever he does it. Gerkin, roll spellcasting. Okay, Gerkin, you're able to lower her corruption by 1 as well, and no issues of it going into anyone else. Thank God.
I see. Now that those were corruption to 2, I'm going to try to do it myself.
Roll a wisdom saving throw.
Oh,
Okay.
no.
Theodore's corruption goes up by 1.
I'll cast Lesser Res on him. Jesus Christ.
I'm sorry.
Okay. What have we learned? If you're corrupted, don't use Lesser Res.
Counterpoint, I
Please
just did, and
stop
I am
doing
still
that.
corrupted.
Roll a d7!
Oh no!
Back
It's
to
bouncing!
Dune. Back to Dune.
Let's see here. No,
Is
Is it Aishah?
it's Aishah!
Of all the ways for me to lose my perfect streak, fuck you!
Damn, L.
As Vir pulls out the corruption
Days are
from...
numbered, Gloomstalker.
As Vir pulls out the corruption from Theodore, it is still extremely volatile. It's fighting back, and as she tries to crush it, it launches out and impacts Grandma. And you feel finally, that's good.
Oh, now I have to actually read what this does. Hold on. Aishah, okay, so Aishah taking that into her chest, holds her gloves, kind of flexing them for a second, just like over where her heart is, analyzing the energy, seeing that it's all fucked up, and then just stares. Okay, on second thought.
That shit looked volatile.
Sure felt volatile.
You alright there, Grandma?
Oh, first time.
I feel strange.
Yeah.
Foggy. Buzzy. Like I'm
Yeah,
not
no,
all here.
It's not pleasant.
It gets worse as you get more. I'll be honest.
Gerkin, Oleander, thank you so much.
Oh, you're welcome.
She's just gonna shake her head. You know, after that, I'm feeling less confident in going on my own solo adventure.
I can come with
Be
you.
fine.
Do you have any lesser restorations left?
I do.
Not you.
Me?
You're going to blow someone up. Yes, you. Vir'Thyra.
I'm more stable now. Hmm.
Also, shouldn't you keep your magic if you're going with her?
Fair,
We have a day
fair.
of traveling, Dune, here.
I should save some for myself.
Let's see. She's got.
Oh no.
Luckily,
It's a DC 9.
for her, so you're able to grab it, pull it out, and it definitely looks like it's struggling. It's fighting. It's still volatile. You're just like,
I hate this shit.
and then you have to bring on your other hand to crush it. Luckily, it doesn't go into anyone this time.
Alright, there you go.
She'll just nod her head to Veer and say, "Thank you." All right. If all goes well, we'll see you all in about 2 days' time.
I look forward to it.
Just don't go into any towers. We might not see you for weeks.
We're not going to enter any dungeons, isn't that right, Dune?
Definitely, not just the two of us. That'd be foolhardy.
And if we see any suspicious-looking people, we're not going to approach them, correct?
Correct.
And if you get jumped by 5 prowlers, I'm not saving your ass.
I'm running in the other direction as well.
Good. Glad the feeling's mutual.
What if you see a kid crying?
We leave the kid there crying.
He stares at Dune to see what her response is.
Dune says nothing.
I should just flat out just like, we leave the kid.
Unless you happen to find the kid like minutes before you leave.
It's a hard choice to make, I bet. No, we'll have fun.
If we do happen to find a child out there, if they're not too fucked up, I'll use my stone to bring us back.
And if we get separated? And you're
if-
without a stone?
Well,
It's your choice to do what you will with your resources. Just think of the consequences first, so you know what you're getting into.
that is definitely a difficult situation, but I'll deal with it when it comes.
Hopefully it doesn't come. Goodbye, you all. Safe
Goodbye.
travels back to the central town.
Oh,
Safe travel.
just a reminder, those crystals I gave you, that's a one-time use thing.
Good to know.
But at least I'll have 4 hours of uninterrupted sleep for one night.
If we can't find shelter properly, we'll use it.
See you back in town, Sarina.
Yeah, see you back in town. Be safe.
You too.
We're gonna follow the people going exploring.
Ah.
I will mention I am trying to go stealthily. I don't know if that affects at all what you roll.
Ooh, okay, if you're going stealthily, that means you'd have to travel at a slower pace, which would increase the amount of time. Fuck.
Does?
Yeah.
All right, let's take it slow then.
You all take it slow, take it careful, making sure to keep out of sight as best you can. When you hear noises, staying low, letting it pass. You're finally able to, after travel, settle down for the night. How are you two gonna keep watch?
Are we able to find anything like an outcropping, a forest, a cavern, anything that would be like good cover?
In this area, there wouldn't be any forests, but you could find decent hills and some spattered rocks that have been knocked up from the ground from heaven knows what. That could be used for cover, partially.
I think if we just set up camp, like, behind a rock, try and get a spot where we're higher up, so we have good sight lines, and then we'll just do like an early watch to make sure nothing crazy is prowling around the area would be smart.
If we could do I watch for 4, you watch for 4, and then we use the stones for the rest of the night.
We've only got one set of stones. I would like to not use them if we don't have to.
True. At some point during it, I would probably just say out loud but quietly as to not to wake Aishah. Renua, are you there?
No response.
Dude would wait it out, and then wake Aishah.
2 hours have passed already.
Yeah,
Try and get some shut-eye.
Alright. I'm going to try to meditate first before I go to bed, though.
Proper meditation can lead to better sleep.
Yes. Hopefully.
It's not just for pompous means that the monks do it, you know. It does have its benefits.
If I start acting weird, knock me out of it, will you?
Of course.
Wisdom save. You attempt to meditate, focusing, and trying to do the same thing as you did last time.
Plant the flower, grow the flower, love the flower.
Aishah, you start to hear Dune snoring.
Nice, Lamau.
All right.
And as you're watching, you see a few creatures walk by. You recognize poppies. You pull Dune gently and yourself further towards the center of the rock, and then they just run off in a different direction.
Mm-hmm.
Besides that, nothing eventful on your watch.
Okay. I'll wake Dune up.
Oh, did I pass out? Oh, alright.
Remember what I said?
Good for the sleep.
Yes.
Although, the last time I attempted this, I ended up in that place with the renewer again. To be perfectly honest, he's been quiet, inactive, even.
Did you do something to upset him?
No. Last time I was there, though, something else was there, and he seemed frightened of it.
What sort of something else?
It was a shadowy form with flames for hair and a hole through the chest.
So like a different version of the renewer.
Possibly, yes. The renewer was so terrified that he threw me into lava to get me to wake up.
And that's the last time you spoke to him?
That was the last time we spoke. I have not heard from him since.
What did you do which caused this other figure to appear, Dune?
I was talking to Renewer about why my emotions go out of whack whenever I get more corrupted. And he seemed very defensive at the time, and even distraught, borderline crying and saying that they might be responsible, but when I tried to get them to elaborate on what they were responsible for, what was their fault was, every time they tried to say it, I would just feel pain and not hear it, and then that thing appeared. Also, don't fall into lava. It hurts really bad.
Wasn't planning on it.
Is it wrong to be concerned for the poor thing? He seemed visibly distraught.
Wrong? No.
Knowledge.
Foolish? Yes. Let me put it this way. Do you feel distress for a cockroach under the floorboards who's starving to death? They entered into your house, made home in your hard work and determination to persist in this hard world. Sure, they're a living thing. Sure, they're suffering. They're not supposed to be there. So are you the fool for loving the cockroach?
I suppose, but this is a bit different. Cockroach faced the choice to come in. The renewer did not seem to have, at least not uninvited.
People don't simply show up places without choosing to be there.
I mean, we're here, aren't we?
In a way, did we not choose to be here?
Well, I meant in this realm.
Yes.
And unless I missed the memo of, hey, would you like to go to a deadly hellscape? I don't remember making that choice.
Then you understand my point. Do you think a cockroach chooses to need shelter? Do you think a human being chooses to need to eat?
Are you saying we need...
Whether or not he actively intends to harm you, he is there. And that fact does not change.
He did say trying to tell me would hurt.
Yes. And did it?
Oh, yes. I kind of pressured him for the information, though. I don't blame him.
If he knew if it would hurt, then why did he try?
Well, I kind of kept pushing to what they felt was their fault, because I figured it might lend a clue to, well, everything going on. Anyway, get some sleep, Aishah. I figured I should tell you what was going on.
Yes, I'm glad you did. She just kind of furrows her brow.
So, alright, you're, taking a few minutes, keeping an eye out normally. God, it's dark out. And then you would swap to the spell, and, during combat the other day, his stress was high, everything was going full bore. I didn't really have enough time to really recognize another ping that would have popped on your radar. Besides the fact that this entire fucking world feels horribly desecrated and weighs down on your soul. Aishah kind of gives off a little bit of a ping too.
What kind of ping?
Well, she's obviously a humanoid, but if you were to rate this on the scale of righteousness and such, she kind of leans a little bit more on the opposite side of your spectrum.
That's... So you're no saint either, are you? Aishah,
Yep.
I had to use a lot of magic to keep an eye out since I can't see in the dark as much as you can. But,
That must be unfortunate.
well, never mind. Have yourself a good watch.
Make sure to use your last 2 hours well. We'll move out immediately. Basically, as soon as the 2 hours are up, Aisha's gonna get up and annoyingly wake up Dune. Come on. We have to get moving while the sun's still low.
Yes, definitely. Let's get moving.
I've prepared a little bit of food from the rations that I brought with me. Here, eat. You need
Thank
to fuel
you.
yourself.
I still have some wild onions and other things on me. I can cook something tonight. For us.
On our way, let's try and find a river. I want to stock up on some water.
You know I can
Running
just
a
make
little
water,
bit
right?
low after.
You know I can just make water, right?
I would prefer the water from the land.
You would prefer water from a obviously corrupted and desecrated land.
She holds up her hand. None of the water's been corrupted thus far, and it hasn't done anything to me.
Fair enough.
So yes.
Alright, if you insist. After a couple hours of traveling past by Aishah, could I ask you something?
What?
So, with my magic, I can detect the presence of anything good or evil and where they fall on that spectrum. So, why do you...
Oh, is that what they call it these days?
You seem to ping on the more evil side of things.
Does that surprise you?
Honestly, yes. You've been a great help and borderline kind, even. And before you say anything, calling people out on their bullshit, chastising people when they need it, and giving proper guidance does not make you evil.
I would agree, actually.
It would make you more like a mother than anything.
I don't think your god would. She kind of looks forward towards this land. No, I think that your god would consider me. How did they put it? She kind of pauses for a second, just like looking up at the sky, craning her neck a little, and then just like smiles. You can see sharp teeth from the way her chin is angled up. I think they'd call me a mistake.
A mistake? Why would you say that?
Simple. Because I shouldn't be alive.
Can you elaborate? I mean,
Dune,
I don't understand what
how
you're
much
saying.
do you know about dark magic?
Not very much, only a little. Dune would hold up her hand and kind of focus a little bit of Eldritch energy there. Like the starting of an Eldritch Blast spell, but not releasing it. Only the little bit that I seem to have access to.
Do you know enough to know that some wizards like to tamper with the natural order?
Yes. Those who would dare to mess with the cycle of life. Necromancers and the such.
Necromancers, yes. Those are the more common ones, I suppose. It's nothing you should concern yourself with, though. Unless a holy woman such as yourself would hate traveling with a monster like me.
Nonsense. Listen, people like me, if they're doing their jobs correctly, should be approaching anyone with a sense of care and a sense of listening. Alright, just because you have some kind of dark past or presence does not make me like you any less. It does make me curious, however.
Is
I
that
would
what
like
you
to know
said
more
to the
about
Ashen
you.
Knight? When you cut it down with your blade, screaming out for the holy light to smite it? Is that what you call kindness?
Well, that's a different circumstance.
Is it?
You're not trying to kill me or anyone else.
She turns just kind of half towards you and raises an eyebrow. Am I?
I'm still standing, am I not? I have no doubt that you could kill me if you wanted to. I would dare say that you've even thought about it a couple of times. It is understandable.
Well, since you're not smiting me like your kin would, how about this? What do you think evil means, Dune?
Evil is the act of harming others and taking pleasure in it. If you are knowingly hurting someone, and even enjoying the fact, and not caring at all, then that is evil.
Your opinion's quite different from those of the clergy I've met. They would say that doing things for oneself, above all else, is the true evil.
It can be, but again, it comes down to if doing things for yourself would knowingly hurt others, especially unnecessarily, that is evil. But if you're doing things for yourself just for your own survival, out of necessity, then, well, what's the word? Consideration can be made for that.
She's gonna put her hands in her pockets and just small
And
chuckle.
I know what you're going to say. What if those necessities? What if that necessity requires you to hurt someone? Do you feel remorse for it? If so, then you're fine. If you don't
Oh yes, no,
care
please
to hurt
enlighten me. What am I thinking? Continue.
I figured you were going to hit me with some kind of crosstalk. It was like, so a spider eating a fly is hurting someone, aren't they? Does that make a spider evil? Or something like that, probably.
Well, then you already know the answer, don't you?
I would say no. It's not evil. It's just nature.
Then I suppose I'm not evil.
I wasn't saying you were. I'm just curious of why you ping as such. Was there some kind of accident, or... Well, you called yourself an accident, I suppose. I'm sorry, I don't have any tact.
No, you don't. Honestly, just asking forthright to someone, hey, why are you evil? Clearly just designates that you don't have tact. Well, I'm not going to pull a knife on you. I know some that would.
I mean, I know someone who'd pull a gun on me.
Let me put it this way. I don't kill for pleasure. I kill out of necessity. But I don't take remorse in killing those that have wronged me.
And you and I have the same mind.
To do so would be foolish.
Can I tell you something, Aishah?
Sure.
Once we get out of here, and I get back to my own home, there's going to be quite a bit of killing I'm going to have to do.
I presume you're not speaking of the children, no?
Good heavens, no! Only so avenging them.
You're so easy to get under the skin of.
Oh, don't be so mean.
Can't help it, I'm evil after all. Chillings.
You're not? No, I intend to seek revenge on the people who harmed them. Burned down my orphanage, tried and perhaps even succeeded in killing me. Only just because they weren't elves or humans or dwarves or any of the like. Treating someone different and wishing harm on them just because they look different than you or have a different culture, that too is evil. And evil should be eradicated.
Then I suppose we agree.
What? By the light, something we agree on? Is the world ending? Do I have a fever?
You're not hallucinating, Dune.
You're an interesting woman, Aishah.
I can't say I take pleasure in many things. But wiping the smug grin off of some of those bastards' face, that I take pleasure in. But that's neither here nor there, is it?
No, it's not.
There's no civilizations. There's practically any differentiation between races. Hell, people like Oleander can exist. Some don't even bat an eye. They don't even bat an eye when they see something so clearly out of place.
Very true. Honestly, if it wasn't for all the corruption and the creatures, this place could be a veritable paradise where people get along. Or at least coexist.
No, it couldn't.
Hmm.
As soon as you bring people into the mix, there's no paradise.
I suppose you're right.
For the corrupt beasts, sure. I bet it is a paradise. They don't have to think, or feel, or worry whether or not they're good or evil.
I wonder if they even can.
Well, they were once people, right?
Yes. Or at least their bodies.
So maybe. Let's get going. I don't want to
Yes.
keep the others waiting too long.
Of course. Let's keep going.
All right. Nearly there. Just one more day and you'll make it to, the edge. However, I don't believe a 13 would hit you, would it, Dune?
No.
But all 3 other ones would. As Dune gets hit for 3 darts of that gross, corrupted energy. And you would see this guy crawl off the top of that rock.
Okay, can I quick perception around to see if there's anything else up there?
Sure.
Okay.
If somebody fucked stuff, then maybe.
Okay, I'm gonna whisper some energy as a bonus action into my jump ring. Seeing that it hasn't noticed me, I'm going to try and use the jump ring to quickly spring up the side of the wall like such and hit it in the back. Surprise attack.
Cool. Letting out a little bit of a chittering noise.
Can I attempt to stunning strike it with a key?
Yeah, with that one that hit, you can certainly try.
Okay. DC 14 con save?
It does indeed.
Hell yeah! Here.
You hear stomping One's blind in the darkness to a certain extent, and the other is behind a rock. 23 will hit.
This is how I die. This is how I die.
You just get knocked down before you even get to take a turn in combat. It feels bad, man.
Dude, just
And I
pull your
know-
rock and pull the cord.
So, Dune, you can't see this coming. But, Aishah, you see... Oh, that's a big arrow. Oh, fuck, that's a big arrow. As, it partially clips part of Dune, only dealing 3 points of piercing damage.
Oh, that's
Could
the,
be way
that's
worse.
the giant skeleton fucker token on the turn order.
Yeah, it is.
And then, does an 18 hit Amy?
Yes, it does.
As another arrow whizzes by, taking another little chunk out of Dune. I say little, but that's 7 points of piercing damage. That's its turn.
Christ.
I went from full health to about a quarter of my health remaining.
Magic missile fucking hurts.
Yeah.
Magic rat style.
Yeah,
Whatever the
magic
fuck.
rat style. You see another one of the rats come from the direction you heard the
Rat.
noise. It reaches into its body and pulls out 4 daggers.
Don't you dare try it.
Question, does a 20, 18, and 19 hit?
Why are you asking? You know?
I couldn't remember. I know the 11
Okay,
definitely
that sounded
does it.
like your tone made it sound like you already knew. Okay. Yeah, it does hit. However,
You're gonna try to
we're
deflect
gonna
missiles.
roll to reduce 19. That's max damage. Deflect
All right.
missiles.
The first one would have only dealt 9, so you definitely could have caught that one.
All right, I'm gonna throw that one back at it. Can I change targets with deflect missiles, or does it have to be the same target? You make the attack.
So yeah,
Okay, I'm gonna throw it at the stunned rat.
which would make it a normal roll because it's stunned. Right as you turn around to like the next two
The
catch
second
you in
one.
either shoulder,
Oh, fucker.
dealing 8 piercing to the left shoulder, 7 piercing to the right shoulder, and I'm gonna need you to make a dexterity or constitution saving throw for
My
one
health
of those.
is not updating. Yeah, okay.
You're able to quickly remove the one as it's about to be yanked back, and from your head, it is indeed yanked back. Luckily, you're not bleeding. However, you
That's
still
good.
have one in the other shoulder,
All right.
but that's its turn.
Dune didn't die.
Dune, you didn't die yet.
Alright, I'm going to run up next to Aishah. While I'm running, with my bonus action, I'm taking a health potion out of my bag and chugging that bitch.
Alrighty.
Alright,
Alright, 5 points of healing from your potion.
And Aisha's just gonna be, what just hit you?
That thing points at the fucking flying rat.
The giant arrows?
Oh, there's something giant over there. I didn't see it because I can't see anything in this darkness.
How are your legs doing? And can you run?
I can run.
Go then.
Alright. But first, a little parting gift.
Stop wasting your magic that did nothing. Go.
Damn it. The one thing I can spam all day. I'm running. She turns to You're running too, though. I grab Aishah by the back of the shirt and I start running off. I start running.
She's running. And this is turns, but she would be running.
Must run faster. Must run faster.
Hey, Richard.
Hi.
Could you set a DC for a wisdom saving throw for me real quick?
Sure, what are you thinking?
Whether or not to help Dune.
Okay. Yeah, screw her. Number 1 first, man.
She'll be fine.
Exactly.
40. I'll get another 40, and then I step of the wind, and I'm dashing off.
Cool.
Let's see if I survive this next round of combat.
The thing, no longer able to see Dune because she's behind a fucking big rock, is able to see Aishah. It's at his long range, so these will be at disadvantage, but who knows? So the 9 definitely doesn't hit, but an 8. 18.
But an
right.
8.
Sorry, my brain was like, 8. It's like, no, it's 18, you dumbass. It's like, oh, right. A giant arrow whizzes by you on the right side. And then on the left, another one comes by and would deal 9 points of piercing damage.
And I'd like to grab it. And I want to whip it back, and with that crit, can I try and aimed shot pin the motherfucking foot of this thing so it stops chasing Dune?
Alright, twist it back around and launch it back from where it came. You think you hear it hit something.
I'll take it. Hopefully it didn't hit Dune. And I'm gonna keep going.
That's its
Gotta
turn.
go.
Now it's
Gotta
this
go.
one's turn.
Gotta go.
Hey, Tally, can I get you to make a dexterity or constitution saving throw?
What in the world is hitting me from this range? Okay, sure.
You've never removed the other dagger in your shoulder.
Oh, that.
Alright. The dagger is ripped from your
I
shoulder.
didn't have the action econ to do that. I had to run.
You feel the dagger get ripped from your shoulder, and oh god, it's starting to bleed like crazy. No damage for the moment, but soon.
Yeah, it's fine. Getting out's more important.
It's gonna take its throws at Dune. 3 daggers go past your head,
Shit!
and then immediately right back past your head as they go back to it.
Aishah, if you can hear me, I'll see you at home! And I'm going to attempt to stone.
Okay. Goodbye. Oh god, okay. Now, one is at least gonna keep chasing you. It's the one that you hit earlier.
Is it keeping up with me?
It is.
Jesus Christ. Okay.
They have a fly speed of 60, it seems. It's spending its action 120.
What's the terrain like? I'd like to know that.
Yeah. The terrain at the moment, there's a plethora of hills, like the little small ones that would be like, so dip up and then a dip back down, dip up, dip down, kind of sort of deal with a few rocks spattered here and there, about 5 to 10 feet high.
At the point at which she goes up a rock, I'm going to jump down, and I would like to try and stealth, hide in the dip. Have it go over.
Roll stealth.
Okay. That's not great. Maybe it's good enough for Ratatouille. Who knows?
At the point when you would dip down behind a rock, you hold your breath, kind of slip back, hugging the rock as best you can, trying to blend in, pulling the cloak up, you know. It seems to fly right over you, dashing forward, still trying to find you.
Hell yeah. Alright.
Ratatouille, more like Rat-a-dummy.
It rolled really
Got
low
it.
on its freaking perception.
If she could let out a breath without alerting it, she would. Lower chance of getting fucking caught. I'm pretty close, right?
You're about a day out.
It's another day's travel.
Yeah.
Alright. Then in that case, tonight I'm going to spend a 4-hour watch, after which I'm going to set up the stones, get at least half of a rest, and I'm going to take the rest of the journey.
Okay. You're definitely starting to feel it. Like, you didn't fail the first one, luckily. But, oh man, yeah. This better be...
This hopefully will be the last day. Yeah, and then
Roll
I'll set up the
stealth.
stones. Okay.
During your sleep, nothing seemed to attack the dome. Luckily, he was on the same logic as you used last time. Found a good place to sort of get up against a rock or on top of a rock. Set up the stones. Dome safe. Thank God that Ratatouille's gone.
Fuck that guy. He wanted me.
You did, you know?
Yeah, let's see what the fuck that is. So I don't see anything as I'm approaching where it probably should be.
You go in through the day and you get closer and it's like, that's weird, you know. Further away it looked like this endless expanse went forever. But as you start getting closer and closer, might feel as though the that endless expanse is gone, that it's weird, and that's strange. Where did this fog come from?
It's a Mr. Barovia situation, okay.
Fog, huh?
Yeah. You get up to it, and where there once was an endless expanse, there seems to be fog. A mist. What do you do?
Well, let's see here. Is there any way I can analyze the mist to see if it's magical in nature?
With a possible roll, you could try an Arcana, possibly?
I'm down with that, and if that fails, she is going to take her gauntlets to it and see what happens. Yeah, that's about what I expected. Alright.
If this is magical, it's above your pay grade.
And I can't see anything in the mist, it's like really thick.
It's too thick. Anything that would be seen is heavily obscured. It's very similar to that Prowler sort of situation where You would think you'd be able to see through it, but no dice.
Can I see the floor through it?
You can see something. It's hard to really put a landscape to it. It kind of constantly seems to be shifting. One minute you think, okay, that's grass. Wait, no, that's mountain. Maybe a swamp. It's very hard.
Seeing that bullshit, she's gonna pick up a rock and toss it in.
Goes into the mist.
Do I hear it land?
No.
She's gonna take out the recall crystal.
Mm-hmm.
Going to keep it in her hand. And she's gonna slowly start walking into the mist.
Cool. Roll me T330.
Okay.
You touch the mist. You start walking into it and hold your breath, maybe close your eyes. Then it's like, oh, wait, no, I'm not closing my eyes. It's just, you rub your glasses again. And when you put your glasses back on, that's disgusting looking sort of forest of dead trees and
Am I in like a swamp?
it looks like you're near a swamp, but luckily you're not in the swamp. You just seem to be in a dead forest. A corrupt dead forest.
She's gonna look around and then look up into the sky. Is there any way I could localize where I am using the sun? I put heavy air quotes on sun.
You look up, you try to locate it based on the sun that's starting to dim, and it's like, wait, no, that doesn't really ever move. Well, was there any other landmarks? And you kind of look around, and then you realize, wait, that tower's in it, and that tower, I see 2 towers now, instead of seeing 3. Oh god, I think I'm further to the right now. You'd be able to figure out, yeah, you're on the right
I'm
side
somewhere
of the map.
over there, and judging by the swamps, I've seen the map. I can tell that there's probably... She's just like, well, let's just hope we're not below the southern echelon. And taking a look around at my surroundings a little bit better, just because I am curious, is there anything that sticks out to me about the terrain that's of interest over here?
Random chance die.
I like chance.
Okay. Was that door always in that tree behind me?
Am I standing on a fucking dungeon?
Yeah, I rolled random chance. There's a dungeon here.
Huh.
In that tree.
Okay, I am glad I did not teleport into that. Oh my god. She steps back.
Oh, you stepped into the door now.
You need to go into the dungeon?
Aishah, very close to the point of no return, unrealizing. It's like that picture of a person holding a poisonous octopus, like, hey, this octopus is pretty. Does anyone know what this is?
It's more so like her eyes are unfocused and then they focus back over and she's like, okay, can't be greedy anymore. And she's going to crush the crystal. We going back.
Realizes that they're next to a dungeon. Ha! I choose life.
Alrighty, and I'll fucking...
I could go solo a dungeon, but no.
Dylan?
That was informative. Now we know. There's nothing out there. But it could be fun.
It also means we could use the mist as a quick transit.
Yeah, but you only tried it with one person. How do you think it would work with multiple?
We could also travel along the edge of it and throw monsters into it.
True.
I'm still on my thing of we're all gonna go to random spots if we go in there.
Also, I want to point this out. We as players know it's completely random. I, as Aishah, am just going to have to assume it's the opposite side because that's what happened.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh,